Hi, and welcome to Casey's Tarot Readings. This is the daily reading. Beware, my window is open. It can be quite noisy. I will hope that only the gentle sounds of the ice cream man will be able to be heard, and not any other crazy stuff. Alright, so this is the energy for the day. I know it's a little bit late in the day, but you know, I had some errands I had to run today. So for the first card, we have 8 of Wands. Okay. And 8 of Wands is strength to work, involved in social life, travel for work or pleasure. So there may be some traveling that you're doing today. Okay. As you're going along, it looks like it's pleasurable. Just be, as always, careful on the road. But if you're traveling today, it may be for work or pleasure. It could be something just to socialize. Okay? So travel is the word of the day. That's part of your day. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Here we go. See what I mean? Always. Yes, keep going. Thank you. Please don't copyright strike me for the idiots in my neighborhood. Thank you. I don't even know what that song is. And even if I wanted to know what it was, I don't. So I'm not going to find out. So here is the second card of the day. We have the 3 of Wands, which is usually in the upright position a cause for celebration. Here it's not a cause for celebration. So maybe there's some unhappiness involved in this travel. So as I said, be wary as you go along. Don't worry, we'll get more into these after I pull the third card. So we have the third card in the spread for your daily energy. Be mindful that this reading is not for everyone. It's only for those it is called to be given a message to. Okay. The Magician. So maybe somebody comes along and makes it all right, and everything's fine. And like magic, everything's fine again. So let's move to our favorite book. If I can find it. If I can find it. And it's missing. There we go. I have too much stuff, apparently. And now the cat is investigating what I dropped. Goody, goody gumdrops. So we have the 8 of Wands. And this is the book, in case you're wondering, that I have tabbed and done everything to. This book has seen some things with me, let me tell you. Move along, buddy. Move along. Move along. Okay. So we have movement and expansion are the keywords for this particular card. However, I do believe it has to do with travel. Alright, so after the inner conflicts of the 7, the 8 of Wands brings a welcome burst of energy into the progression of this suit. Movement and expansion are signified. This card, again, often indicates a journey or exciting and important news and communications, the movement of ideas. Life is about to expand through business success, enhanced social life, or even a new romantic interest, especially when paired with the 2 or 9 of Cups, which it is not. The accompanying cards will reveal more details, of course. As a significator of every type of new horizon, the 8 of Wands often heralds travel, important trips, and a love of change. There's a longing for freedom, for wild landscapes, and for adventure. The Sun or the Chariot may appear, which it does not, and would confirm it. Wheel of Fortune is another major arcana card that would underline the feeling of energy and movement in a spread. The sense of power and energy symbolized by this card is like electricity. It will flow where it is directed, but it must be given a channel and an appropriate outlet. To me, I think this is in ending of a celebration. As we're moving along, the celebration ends. So you're moving away from the celebratory here. Because this is in the, and it is again Wands, but it is, of course, a gathering that is actually going is in the reverse. So, failure. So, that's the key word for the reversed. Loss and failure are denoted by the Three of Wands reversed. Failure to grasp opportunities through pride, arrogance, or an inability to compromise is a common manifestation of this card. When appropriate, it can symbolize the failure of a dream or beloved project. I think it's the ending of this. I think it's the ending of a celebration. Okay? This is generally due to poor communication of ideas, badly presented concepts, or projects whose time has not yet arrived. Sometimes a plan was simply overambitious and lacked sufficient practical support. It's not the right time to forge ahead. It's time to be practical, realistic, and overcome disappointment. Maybe you're disappointed that this is ending, because this looks like there was traveling. You're traveling, everything's good, everything's great, and then the next thing you know, the traveling has ended. Okay? And here you have the Magician. The Magician is going to make everything a-okay. It's going to work some magic to maybe fix this feeling. Okay? Something magical might happen that makes you okay with what just ended. Okay, so Magician. Right, so, and see, and maybe communication. So maybe there was a communication that ended. Some kind of communication. So, in the upright is initiation and communication. And Magician signifies control over the visible world. This essential meaning may manifest in creative action, organizational skills, improved communications, or an increased ability to focus on goals. Alluring dreams and playful fantasies are now brought out and examined. What can I do to make this happen? What are my first steps towards this goal? The Magician asks you to be realistic, yet full of optimistic hope and faith in the future. He does not pour cold water on your dreams, but suggests practical actions you might take towards them. And it could go hand in hand with this, because maybe there was some sort of thing that you were doing during this time. Maybe the travel was for business. It's possible, instead of pleasure. But there was a gathering together of people, and then they just kind of toppled over. Things just didn't work out. Okay? The Magician asks you to be realistic, yet full of optimistic hope and faith in the future. He does not pour cold water on your dreams, but suggests practical actions you might take towards them. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step, as the saying goes. The Magician often represents that step, and is a symbol of language, talking, writing, negotiations. This card emphasizes the need to discuss your plans, if only with yourself. So maybe there needs to be a rehashing of things that were done here, or it has to be done again, or you have to organize it better, whatever was going on here, in order for it to work better. Okay? When representing a person, the Magician signifies entrepreneurs, agents, psychotherapists, writers, linguists, and anyone who speaks in public. If none of these categories seems appropriate, he denotes someone who will work a little practical magic for you by introducing you to helpful people, by encouraging your talents, by giving you a book that inspires you, or by expanding your life in some lively and entertaining way. As a potential partner, the Magician is a witty individual with high levels of nervous energy, often androgynous or bisexual. This character is more interested in conversation than in soulful romantic interludes. Self-love is also symbolized, meaning that until you feel happy inside your own skin, you will only attract partners who mirror your inadequacies rather than someone who would enlarge your life and refresh your spirit. So, in looking at this as a whole, it's possible that there was travel to engage with this person, or you are this person that engaged in this gathering, okay, of people or ideas or business area of your life, and in some way it fell apart because somebody was not ready. Somebody was not ready for this whole business plan, but it does not mean that it cannot happen if you embody this persona, or if you find someone that can help you who has this persona that can actually help you get to the goals you're looking for, and to help make that project or gathering more successful the next time you have that gathering. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to somebody. That's your daily reading. Have a great day. I love you. Bye-bye. Kisses. Bye-bye.